Commissioner Palomera,
Here.
Commissioner Baker McCormick,
Here.
Commissioner Peterson Mayberry,
Present, thank you.
Commissioner Kenlock,
Present.
Commissioner Baydoun,
Yes.
In the flesh.
Morning.
Commissioner Wilson.
Right there.
Chair Anderson.
Here.
You have a quorum present.
Thank you. First item, Madam Clerk.
B, Chair's remarks.
I have none right at the time.
C, approval of the October 14, 2025 meeting minutes. We are using our tablets.
So moved.
Been moved and supported. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We use our tablets to vote, please.
Use tablets.
Motion carried.
Next item.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
We have a number of receiving files at the beginning of the agenda from the item 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do I have a motion for the receive and file items?
Move to receive and file, Mr. Chair. Support.
We have a motion on the tablets. We have Commissioner Baker McCormick who moved it and it's supported by Commissioner Peterson Mayberry.
Got that part.
Those in favor? We have got that already. Next item, Madam Clerk.
Motion carried for items 1 through 6. Moving to item 7. Requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to the 2023 Annual Action Plan for the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and unused community development block grant funding to projects in the cities of Romulus and Garden City, and to grant delegated authority to the Chief Executive Officer to execute the CDBG funds to all participating municipalities.
Do we have anyone here to speak on that item? Please identify yourself for the record.
Good morning. Betsy Palazzola, Community Development Director.
Could you give us a brief explanation of this?
Sure. So we, as you know, every year submit an annual action plan with a whole host of projects across Wayne County using primarily community development block grant funds. In the instance that any of those projects do not end up using all of that funding, we then have to reallocate those funds. Our process to do that is through an amendment to the action plan, which also needs to be approved by County Commission. So this is our action to do that. There are a couple of projects listed that we would like to move the funding to. The funding is being moved from projects that were completed but no longer needed the funding.
Do I have a motion or any questions, I should say, from members of the committee? Yes.
I didn't know if anyone
I'm like-
called me first or.
Commissioner Baker McCormick.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Have we reached out to the communities and clarified and verified that the funds that are being reallocated are being reallocated? They are on board with that, I assume.
Through the chair, yes, we have. These are projects that were completed successfully. We've done final draws, we've done final inspections. The communities have sent us the photos to, demonstrate the work was done, and we've cashed them out for their contracts. A lot of times they submit to us an estimate.
Overestimate.
Yeah, and then if the bids come in lower or if they don't use their contingency, then those funds roll back into the pot to be reallocated.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? Oh, Commissioner Angelique.
Thank you. Through the chair,
So it seems like we came in under budget based on what you just said from looking at what was allocated and what was actually used. So this is kind of like what was left over. Are these the only two projects that were previously approved that we are now? So I have two questions. One, are these the only two projects that were previously approved that we now are acting on? And then two, if not, how were these two selected versus any others that may be in the queue?
Thank you, through the chair. So these are projects that were in our general queue and that are ready to spend on time. So whenever we end up in this position where we have funds that need to be reallocated, typically we start doing a round of calls to people that have projects. Many times a different project has actually requested additional funding, like their costs went over, and so sometimes we move money to those projects. In this case, excuse me, they, and a lot of times too, we'll move projects forward. So sometimes the projects requested funding from a latter year, but if we need to move the money to basically spend it down to meet our deadlines, then we'll reach out to projects, say, from the following year, following year and say, are any of you ready? And if they are, then we can move them up in the queue. There is one other example of what happens sometimes in this particular amendment where our communities will sometimes have multiple projects that got approved, and they'll either end up not needing money for one of them, or they'll find a different grant, and then they request that we move funds from one project in their community to a different one. And so this also is showing that it's just not an actual overall change to the budget. We're just moving funding from one River Rouge project to another. So that happens a lot too.
So these were, through the chair, so these were projects that were ready to go, but had not previously been activated on? Is that what you're saying? They're kind of ready and they're just kind of in the queue?
Yeah, a lot of times too, yeah, yep,
Yes.
yes.
Okay. And then, Mr. Chair, one more question. In the fiscal questions, it stated that we went all the way back to 2016, and we were saying, 2016 all the way through, that there were items that were allocated from 2018 and beyond. So what about the dollars from 2016 and 2017?
Those have been completely spent.
Oh, okay. Got it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Any other questions by members of the committee?
We have a motion by Commissioner Kinlock and a support by Commissioner Baker McCormick.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor? Signify by aye, saying aye.
Motion carried via tablet.
Thank you.
Moving to item 8, requesting commission approval of a 3-year comparable source grant services agreement with Operation Refuge to support the Mother's Pantry Food Distribution Center.
Oh, you just started off.
There we go. Okay. There we go. Anthony Cartwright, Interim Director, Economic Development. We did send a brief summary to you guys for these projects. Mother's Pantry, Mother's Pantry, Beacon of Hope, hundreds of families. They feed 100 families a week, provide them with food, dignity, and love. Everyone who walks through their doors is treated with respect and care, ensuring they have the nourishment and the sense of belonging to the community. Client service. The client choice food pantry model allows clients to choose food like they would do at a grocery store. Mother's Pantries, clients can choose from fresh produce, dairy, bread, frozen meat, canned goods, and shelf-stable items. The client choice model that they have also reduces food waste and improves the distribution. Total cost of this project is $30,000. We are trying to fund that through the general fund special account.
So this is for 3 years?
Yes.
Any questions by members?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So due to the situation that we're in right now with the SNAP benefits, do we have extindigent funds for all of Wayne County? What does that look like in an emergency where?
So regarding SNAP, we have had meetings throughout these last couple of weeks of how we can assist with the SNAP benefits. We do have some CDBG funds, some COVID funds from 2003. We look into that we can utilize for the SNAP benefits program. The only issue is with HUD being closed, we can't give it to new vendors, but we do have vendors that we can use, like Focus Hope, that we've used already, that we're looking into seeing how we can get them some SNAP benefits. So I mean, it's not SNAP benefits, but food benefits to subsidize the SNAP.
So, do you know when we will know what that looks like, or as far as funding, if we have it, or?
Yeah, we're looking into it. As soon as we know, we get some better information on. I'll get with you guys and let you know what we plan on doing, because we are going to have to, get your approval for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Through the chair. So that was one of my questions too. How do we get to the 30,000? Because like when I tried to dive into it, and we're looking at about 12,000 a year for the first 2 years, but that would only leave like 6,000 for the last year. And so in this climate, and for all that this organization is going to do, is that the right amount, or how did we come to that number?
Lucy's worked with the KPIs on that. So Lucy's the
Okay.
economic vitality director, but we know they are feeding 450 families a month, but he's probably going to dive deep into the KPIs for you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Lucius Anthony, Assistant Director of Economic Vitality. This is really a collaborative effort with our Community Development Department. We had this body previously approved $100,000 for Operation Refuge as well. So again, a combination of those funds and these funds, we continue to monitor over the course of the 3 years.
Okay, so it's added to that. And through the chair, one more question. The gift cards. So I'm always concerned with gift cards, and I saw that there was some language around, those receiving them, knowing what it was for. But since this is a food pantry and they are purchasing all of these items, and it sounds almost like a grocery store, what's the thought behind just not having all of the items that are needed at that facility versus allowing, because people do abuse gift cards, and I'm not a fan of gift cards, so for obvious reasons, but what's the thought behind why we're allowing gift cards?
We've had that conversation as well with Pastor Overman. And it's initially the thought was to, again, with times with the federal government, to allow some flexibility, but also being able to have stewardship and ownership over some of those items as well. So again, we can continue to monitor it, but at this point, sorry about that. But at this point, sorry, it's a little touchy there. But we'll continue to monitor it. Again, they haven't had any abusage, but again, it's not our first go-to is the gift cards.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we can work with Pastor Overman as well and solely just utilize those funds for purchasing the food themselves versus the gift cards.
Okay, and then so the gift cards are $100, and then the criteria for receiving gift cards versus those that are just coming in, I'm assuming that's in writing somewhere. Can you get that information to us?
Yes, no,
Okay,
absolutely.
thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. I noticed we have Pastor Velma Jean Overman, and maybe she'd have a few words to say, and I can speak personally, having delivered food to that facility, and that and it's a well-run organization too.
Sounds like it.
Yes, it is. It's
It sounds
great.
like
They do
it for
great
sure.
work and have been. Yep.
Pastor Overman, would you like to say a few words?
Good morning to my commissioners and Mr. Chair, and to the team that I am looking at. I'm so very grateful to speak this morning.
You have
On behalf of,
an on button on.
can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Are you all able to hear me?
Hang on there just a second.
Okay.
Mhm.
Hold on there, Pastor O.
Right, we don't hear you yet.
Okay. Technology, right?
He needs a voice like Mr. Cartwright's.
She does. I know I'm almost as deep as you, Mr. Cartwright, so.
Yeah, she is unmuted.
Testing, can you hear me now?
She's probably on her end.
No, I'm not muted.
Yeah.
I'm clear on my end. Testing. Can anyone hear me yet? No?
I think
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can move on. I think did we have a motion already?
Thank you, Pastor. We appreciate you and all you do at your program.
Thank you.
Pastor Overman and myself, we worked together at Ford Motor Company for many, many years
Oh.
before we both left there.
Maybe
And,
it's not me, it's
certainly
them.
speak for her and the efforts in the pantry. And,
Through the chair, we do have her on the phone, so she
Oh,
can
you
talk through speakerphone.
okay, very good.
Good morning, everyone. Now I'm here twice, but I am so grateful to be here and to be able to speak. And just want to thank our commission for the support. As I look down the street, there's cars all the way down to Harrison going from the building with the line. So thank you for the support. It's extremely difficult times with what's happening in DC, but to know that Wayne County is here for our communities, we're very grateful.
Good, thank you. Thank you for being online. Do I have a motion to approve?
We have a motion by Commissioner Baker McCormick and a support by Commissioner Kenlock.
Those in favor and vote on your tablet.
Motion carried.
Congratulations.
Item 9, requesting commission approval of a 3-year comparable source grant services contract with Wayne State University Research and Technology Park in the city of Detroit to establish and manage the Elevate Wayne Business and Entrepreneurship Program.
Anyone here on that item? Mr.
Yep,
Cartwright again?
Is Anthony Cartwright, Interim Director, Economic Development. Just a quick summary on the Techtown Elevate Wayne Small Business Program. This initiative aims to support entrepreneurship and small business growth throughout Wayne County, providing equitable access and resources and expert guidance. More than 1 million people have visited Techtown in the past decade for technical assistance, entrepreneurship programs, meeting and events. Now, all 30,000 businesses in Wayne County will benefit from the best practices and expertise from Techtown and its partners, including Build Institute, Eastern Market Partnership, and Black Leaders of Detroit. The collaboration effort fosters grassroots growth while participating in future generations of success. This total cost of this project is $3 million, and our contribution is $3 million from the General Fund Special Account.
Once again, I didn't hear what you said on the end about the county's contribution.
$3 million.
3 million, okay. Do I have any other questions?
Okay, thank you. So in terms of the subcontractors, is Techtown going to be putting out a bid for the subcontractors, or is that something we're doing for subcontractors?
As far as the program goes, Alex from Techtown is here to discuss the ins and outs of the program.
Welcome. If you'd identify yourself.
Morning, my name is Alexandra Borncaster and I work for Techtown Detroit. To answer your question, Techtown will complete a competitive bid process for all subcontractors.
Thank you. And then for Mr. Cartwright, how is this program different from the other ones that we participate in, like the small business sustainability and having a partnership with University Commonwealth and the Wayne Entrepreneur Program? I know Boys and Girls Club, that's specific for youth, but what makes this one really different? I'm familiar with Techtown, but if you could speak to that.
Yeah, well, Techtown is more of the helping of the small business startups develop, launch, and grow small businesses. They create jobs, generate revenue, strengthen Wayne County. Techtown provides tailored support, through owners of like startup business throughout the country. In 2023, they serve 1,059 people in over 900 businesses, created 69 jobs, and they raised over $23,000. So Techtown is very robust and matter of fact of what they're doing to help small businesses in the city and county.
Thank you. Last question, Mr. Chair. So for these these startup businesses that are going to participate in this program, is there any language around them making sure or strongly encouraging them to have their business in Wayne County? And if there's a timeline, because I've seen in the past where programs are poured into individuals and then they take those programs elsewhere and we aren't benefactors of all of this that we've invested in.
Yeah, I'm sure we can put some kind of language in there. I mean, that makes total sense.
Yes.
100% agreement with you on that. So we'll make sure that we have some kind of KPIs in there to make sure that they're supporting Wayne County businesses and these people, startups are having business in Wayne County.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cartwright. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Mr. Cartwright, if you could make sure that we get that before tomorrow.
Okay.
And by tomorrow, because we'll have this probably on full board tomorrow.
Yeah, and in the agreement, we did highlight KPIs as well. Again, the focus, Techtown is house, here in Southeast Michigan, right? So the intent is to invest here in Wayne County and throughout Wayne County. And just to give you some more content, Techtown is primarily focused on the city of Detroit. And what our efforts with this $3 million is to expand throughout Wayne County. So Techtown have had some discussions with some of the communities throughout Wayne County, particularly Livonia, Belleville, and some other communities. So we want to be able to provide satellite hubs for entrepreneurs, right? Really meeting them where they are. So the intent is to, locate small hubs here throughout Wayne County.
Awesome. I'd love to be able to visit when we get the program up and going, Alex.
Here, sounds like a great initiative. Oh, advertising. That's what I was gonna ask. How are you getting the word out in the community and to businesses that this program exists and to participate? Is there guidelines for it?
Yeah, that's really one of the main priorities, right? Where Techtown would develop and implement it like a recruitment strategy to attract Wayne County residents interested in entrepreneurship and small business ownership. So again, you're talking about marketing, social media, being invested within those communities as well with those hubs where we partner with those communities.
But how are we advertising this initiative?
Yeah, no, this initiative will be advertised. That's one of the first steps, right? To sit down with Techtown to ensure that we are reaching all the communities here in Wayne County.
Okay, and so we'll see what that looks like and make sure, of course, that we can also share it to our communities as well, our districts as well.
Yeah.
So is there like will there be like a one pager that we can get out as soon as the program is rolled out?
Absolutely, we can provide a one pager to distribute.
Thank you.
We have any other questions?
Through the chair, I would like to bring Alice back up to expand.
Sure. Thank you.
I wanted to clarify that Techtown does not serve small businesses outside of Wayne County at all. So our small business services program is only eligible to Wayne County businesses.
Commissioner Clementi?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to make a comment. I have been to Techtown multiple times, but I did not hear, when I was there, I heard there was going to possibly be a hub in the downriver area. Is that also being looked at? I heard Belleville and different ones, but, you know, there's quite a bit of Wayne County in the downriver area, and I was just wondering if that's looked at also.
So the preliminary hub locations right now are Livonia, Dearborn, Belleville, Lincoln Park, Westland, and we're discussing other hubs also at this time.
Oh, so you're saying Dearborn is ours? Yeah, I would really appreciate if something else was looked at further down. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, just one more question, if I could, thank you through the chair. Will this be free for the small businesses or is there a fee? It's free? Thank you.
Yes, it's free.
Get your question answered. Okay, all right, thank you, thank you. Any other questions before we look for a motion? We have a motion.
We have a motion by Commissioner Kinlock and a support by Commissioner Baydun.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye. Vote.
Any opposed? Seeing none, the item's approved. Next item, Madam Clerk.
Move approval.
Item 10, requesting commission approval of a 3-year grant services contract with Leaders Advancing and Helping Communities to redevelop the Workforce Education Resource and Development Center.
Item's already motion to approve. Any questions? Any comments? Commissioner
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. So for this program, redevelopment or designing a building, so we're building out an existing program or expanding. I love the work that you guys do. I'm very familiar with the organization. I'm just wondering, is there overlap from existing programming that we already have? And is it wise to reinvest or invest in building out a program when we have one in Simca? I know we invested, what, 20 million in workforce development activities, and I'm not really sure where we are in that. And now we're looking at building a program out. So I'm just wondering what that looks like and the reasoning behind this.
Yeah, Simca and they're similar but a little bit different. Simca is more workforce development, return to work training, those kind of things. Whereas LHC, they do those, but they also concentrate on youth development, scholarships, mental health.
We have someone here from the organization.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yes. Yeah, Wasim, I want to introduce Wasim
sure.
Rose.
Okay.
Wasim, he is the CEO of LHC.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, esteemed commissioners. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be here today. For the record, my name is Wasim Mahfouz, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of LEHC. Just by way of background, LEHC is a 43-year-old social services organization. We've been proudly serving Wayne County for the past 43 years. And in 2018, we were approached by the Archdiocese because they were consolidating if we would be interested in purchasing a 100-year-old building, which was the church and the adjacent rectory. It's one parcel. And what drew us to this wonderful project was the location, because where we are centered is in the middle of a residential neighborhood, and it's accessible to the city of Detroit, to the neighboring cities. There's public transportation, and we jumped on this opportunity. We invested around $4 million to revamp the old church building, and we turned it into a beautiful state-of-the-art headquarters with training rooms, conference rooms, and kitchen, food pantry, and we proudly serve, in 2024, we served 60,075 individuals across Wayne County through a myriad of programs focused on education, youth empowerment, substance misuse prevention, obesity prevention, workforce development, mental health. We have a program called Pathways, where we work with youth who are facing challenges such as on the spectrum or developmental disabilities. And we also have a food pantry and a proud partnership with Forgotten Harvest. I was just told yesterday during our staff briefing that to date, just this year alone, we served nearly 50,000 pounds of food. And with the cuts that families are receiving, especially with SNAP Ed benefits, our office is receiving calls day in and day out trying to supplement what people are losing. So the investment that you are making today, the total cost of the project is $3.5 million. And Wayne County is investing $1.35 million. We were able to receive a $500,000 HUD grant and another $1.5 million through the state of Michigan, the LEO, Department of Labor and Economic Development. This addition for investment will allow us to serve 21,850 additional people annually. There are, I assure you, no duplication of services. We are very big on no duplication of services. Even if we go to a site where there is a sister organization providing similar services, the first thing we do is we need to sit on the table with the host site and sister organization and draft an MOU to make sure that we are complementing each other's work and that we're not duplicating services.
Thank you for that clear explanation, because that's what I was concerned about. We need to be very cautious right now of how we spend our dollars down. So great program. I'm very familiar with it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for that explanation.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you. And I have a request to speak from Commissioner Beto.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Forgive me, my voice is a little bit hoarse. I want to take this opportunity to express my full support for this endeavor. I'm very familiar with this great organization. It's in the heart of the city of Dearborn. I don't need to restate what Mr. Mahfouz mentioned about the different programs, but believe me, this organization does a lot of work for the Dearborn and the surrounding communities, not just Dearborn, also Detroit and surrounding cities. And Mr. Mahfouz runs a very, very tight ship. I fully support this program. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I too would add my comments that I'm familiar with LEHC and what they.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. I would also like to publicly state that I am very familiar with the programs that they administer on behalf of the community. They also have a great reputation and work very closely with DWIN, in which I serve on that board as well. So good luck with the continuation of your great work.
Monique, Angelique. Thank you, through the chair. Thank you so much. I appreciate the explanation of the program too, and the ability to be able to serve over 20,000 more people with the funding. I think my question might be for Mr. Cartwright. In regards to the language around reasonable time, I'm always, that reasonable time frame is always ambiguous depending on who you're talking to. So can you just talk to me about when we're talking about the intended purposes, and we heard all of the purposes, that's not the issue for me. I'm concerned about the reasonable time.
We're gonna bring up Corp Counsel
Okay.
to address the reasonable time.
Okay.
Contractually for you.
Thank you. I read something about the years in terms of it paying for itself, and maybe that's where we're getting that from, but I'm not sure.
To the chair, Haris Ahmed with Corporation Counsel. I'm sorry, Commissioner, could you repeat the question again?
No problem. There's language around reasonable time. It's like number 19 on the fiscal questions, but it's talking about like reasonable time. I think Mr. Darcy is getting ready to tell you what I'm talking about.
The Commission Counsel,
Through the chair to this honorable body, so this agreement was amended to indicate that the entity must utilize the facility because you're paying for the facility and not specifically the services. So they
Right.
must utilize the facility for the public purpose, which are the social services, for 10 years.
10 years,
So it was
okay.
actually added in the agreement that it's 10 years.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah,
All
sorry,
set.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Not going anywhere.
No, we don't want you to. With all that you're doing, we don't want you to go anywhere.
Thank you. I'd highly recommend checking out what they do also even further. And annually, they different wing of the same organization gives out scholarships. I don't know the number off the top of my head, how many, but it's very invested in the community, our young people. And
Over $2 million to date in scholarship.
$2 million in scholarships. Thank you. Any other questions by members of the committee? Not seeing any further. We have a motion by Commissioner Kenlock and a second by Commissioner Baydoun. All those in favor?
Motion carried.
Thank you. Thank you for what you're doing. Next item, Madam Clerk.
Item 11, requesting commission approval of a 3-year comparable source grant services agreement with Life Remodel to rehabilitate and repair the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system at Anchor Detroit at 9740 McKinney Street in Detroit.
Move approval, Mr. Chair.
Moved. Mr. Cartwright again.
Anthony Cartwright, and Director, Economic Development. Just a little bit of life about Life Remodel. Life Remodel revitalized Detroit neighborhoods in an equitable and sustainable way by repurposing vacant schools into one-stop hubs, opportunity for families to thrive. They fill these iconic buildings with the best and brightest nonprofit organizations to have, and much needed services to support the neighboring communities and nonprofit tenant partners. They collaborate and create greater transformation together than was previously possible by possible that they can do alone. This project is over $14 million. Our contribution is $250,000. And we do have Kristen Yabura from Life Remodel on the line. She wanted to speak a little bit more about their program.
Diallo Smith is also on the line, and I'll defer to
Kristen
him.
Yandora.
Christine Yandora. Oh, there it is, Ben Yandora. Christine, would you like to say a few words?
Yeah, I'm on the line, but Diallo Smith, our CEO, is also on the line, and so I'll let him summarize the project.
Few technical issues.
Hello, can you all hear me?
Look like Diego Smith is on the line too. I don't know if we can hear either one of them.
Mr. Smith, would you like to comment?
Sure. Yes,
A few words?
Are you all able to hear me okay?
We can't hear you right now. Hold on just a moment.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
while we're trying to deal with the technical difficulties, I just want to say that, one, this organization, Life Remodeled, has made a very huge impact on so many families' lives, and particularly the impact they've had with restoring the former high school that they're located in.
Perfect.
And so I strongly support and ask for this committee to recommend full board approval as it relates to this item.
Mr. Chair, just as we're working through can I ask a question too?
Sure. Sure.
So very familiar, Life
Absolutely,
Remodeled and
yes.
all that they're doing over at the Innovation Center, and all that they've been able to do in terms of the program with tenants and services offered. My only question was around the contractor and what the thoughts were as to why we were going with a Port Huron contractor for HVAC when there are local contractors that with reputable services that could provide the same thing. And I'm sure Mr. Smith might be able to answer that if somebody in the room couldn't.
Yeah, no, we reached out to Life Remodeled and asked the same question. It was a competitive bid RFP process, and the business came back as experienced, qualified, and was the lowest bidder based upon the project.
All right. Did you have any comments yourself on it?
No further comments.
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
And while we're waiting, just to clarify, this is a $14 million project. Do we have a breakdown of the additional dollars? This was the only thing that I wanted to clarify, because I totally know what the work that they do, Life Remodeled, and so I fully support them, but just wanted to see if we had a breakdown of.
Yes, we do have a breakdown of the entire $14 million. Yeah. The sources and also the breakdown of the budget. Yes.
I'm fine, fine with moving forward if we can't reach them. Yep, I'm fine with moving forward. If there's not any additional questions, Mr. Chair?
Maybe we can get the answers on who the other contributors are by the meeting tomorrow.
Oh, yes, that makes sense.
Okay.
Perfect.
Mr. Smith is on the line.
Oh, okay.
Be okay.
Yep, go ahead.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for your patience. I know we're having some audio issues, but just want to thank the commission for the support that they're offering to Life Remodeled. In this particular instance, as many of you know, we did activate the Durfee Innovation Society, which was the former Durfee Intermediate School back in 2017. It is located in the central west part of Detroit. It was at that time the school was in disrepair. We were able to rehabilitate that school and convert it to what we call an opportunity hub, which is a place that provides thriving for entire families. So right now in that particular building, there are 37 social impact organizations ranging from Detroit at Work to Big Brother, Big Sister, to Gilda's Club, which is a cancer support group, to Metro EHS, which serves children on the spectrum of autism with speech therapy and socialization skills, to New Foster Care, which helps children who are aging out of the foster care system to land effectively in a thriving manner. So we've done that throughout the 7 years that we've been in the Durfee Innovation Society. Right now, it is at 97% occupancy, serving 25,000 Detroiters a year. And with the model being such a success, we were asked to be able to replicate that model on the east side of Detroit. And so the former Dominican High School is what Anchor Detroit has now become. And just a quick asterisk about the name Anchor Detroit. It was actually named by the community members themselves, because we do believe in the value and the necessity of community input and community genius. And so they wanted to name that new place Anchor Detroit so that it can represent a pillar of stability for the community. And we're using the same model. We will be outfitting the space with incredible social impact organizations to provide services in health and wellness, technology education, after-school youth programming, and workforce development. And so our expected impact for Anchor Detroit, once it's fully activated, will be 20,000 students, children, and families who are receiving services and resources there. And if you add both the Anchor Detroit and the Deerfield Innovation Society in terms of full-scale impact, we're talking about 45,000 Detroiters, which is close to 7% of Detroit's current population base. So we're excited about what's to come, and we know that this particular contribution by the commission will be able to provide adequate HVAC. You know, you can have a building, but you need for it to have some thermostat controls. So when it gets too hot, we can cool the building down, and when it's too cold, we can heat the building up, so that we can provide a great experience for anybody and everybody who wants to participate in the services and resources at Anchor Detroit.
Thank you, Mr. Diallo, for your information that you provided. We have a motion and a support.
Mr. Chair, I just wanted to clarify, him to clarify the.
Contribution to the 14. We have a list, it's just not part of. Thank you. Thank you. We're asking you to provide that, Madam Commissioner. So we should have it. Thank you. Thank you. We have a motion and we have a second. Yes. Okay. Second. Madam Clerk. All those in favor? Aye. Okay. Anyone opposed? Being none, and approved. Madam Clerk, next item.
Moving back to the agenda, item F, that is one, and we have this in the.
Next item on the agenda. D, public comments. Is there anyone present in the building here? There's a comment. Anyone present? Seeing none. And clerk, anyone at home, has anyone indicated? That's all. Anyone on Zoom that wishes to have a comment or question? Seeing none. Next, all those in favor, I will see. Motion to adjourn. So approved. Adjourn.
Thank you.
Many former Detroit Catholic high schools in Detroit, they're no longer Catholic high schools. Yeah, there are only 3 Catholic high schools left in the entire city. And only 3 in suburban Wayne County. It's only 6 in the entire county.
What are the 3 in suburban Wayne County?
Divine Child, Greeny, and Gabriel Richard.